Hello there YouTube, it's Roby3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we're doing a throwback figure. Yeah, we're going back and reviewing all the Iron Man 2 stuff that I never got around to, and a bunch accidentally got deleted too. But today we're looking at the 3 3/4 inch Iron Man 2 movie series, Mark V Iron Man. Yeah, this is his kind of quick change armor. Not as tough as some of his other armors. It's more of a throw it on quick in a pinch kind of thing. Back when he was first figuring it all out, before he was all nanotechy and stuff. He really got some advanced stuff down the line. Rest in peace, King. But yeah, this is really cool. This is from an era of 3 3/4 inch figures that I'm honestly pretty nostalgic for. Unfortunately, I do have to sell this guy, so check out the link down in the description for my store stuff. He is complete with all accessories, which I will be showing you today. Yeah, and he's so cool. Fully painted on the back. You don't see that a lot anymore for these little 3 3/4 inch guys. And you really don't see articulation like this anymore either. Let me pull back a little. The head could definitely go up more. It would be a lot easier to get him into a flying pose if it could. It doesn't really go down either. The side to side is great, but the up and down is actually pretty bad. You got nice movement on the torso. Up and down and side to side wobble are fine, but it's got a good swivel on it. There's a peg hole in the back. You know, get a little flight stand in there. That's pretty cool. The arms could go up higher if it wasn't for the shoulder pad. They can go around, and there's an elbow bend with a swivel there, and I popped the hand out. It's interchangeable. It's not broken or anything. It can go forward and back a little, you know. Has a good rotation on it. Pretty neat. No waist. In and out on the leg isn't spectacular. You can turn the joint to make it go forward and back though, and that's pretty decent. Really great double knee bend. You don't see that a lot on 3 3/4 inches. And there's up and down on the feet, which is pretty good, and there is side to side. That overhang does not hinder as much as you think it would, and there are peg holes for a stand, which is good because he does come with one. Accessory wise, you can see that this hand has a repulsor hand and this one has a fist hand, and he also comes with an interchangeable holding hand, which lets him hold the case. Now I know it doesn't make much sense for him to have the case as an accessory when he's wearing the case, but this case is also a different weapon. It opens up so you can see kind of the Stark tech inside. Really cool. And it also comes with not one, but 2 missiles. And they launch one at a time. Pretty cool. You click the button twice. The button is here. It's this little arc reactor. Really awesome. Can't believe I still have all this. And then, oh, let's let it focus. All of these Iron Man 2 figures came with a neat little stand, and all of these stands came with armor cards, and you could mix and match the armor cards to make different armors. So they layer over top of each other. Mine is still sealed in the plastic. Very cool. It makes it a little harder to sit in here when it's still sealed in the plastic because it's not the right dimensions anymore, but if it's not sealed in the plastic, it'll sit in there perfectly. And then it actually makes for a really cool display. I remember having them all lined up on a shelf once upon a time, with the Iron Man all on their stands and the armor cards behind them, like a hall of armor. Really, really cool. Really, really fun stuff. Gotta love it. Detail and paint is pretty good for a 3 3/4 inch, especially if you're just gonna have them standing vanilla. Beautiful metallics, glow effect on the arc reacting bits. It really is nice. And even that big serial number is forgivable because that makes sense for something that would be on an armor. Now let's get into size comparisons. First up, let's show them with some very metallic villains. Here on the left, we have the Thor movie series Fire Blast Destroyer, and on the right, the Marvel Universe single-carded Ultron. And I think they both go very well with him. Actually, quite factually, the Destroyer maybe could be a little bigger, but I think it works. I'll also be selling both of these guys in my store and reviewing Ultron soon, but this guy I reviewed like 15 years ago or something crazy. But yeah, he looks great with these metal villains. And of course, I gotta show him with his own line, because scaling only matters if they scale well with their own line. And it seems he does, because here, from the same line, same movie series, and same movie, is the Mark 6 Iron Man on the left, which is a really cool classic. I sold my 6-inch Mark 6, and I do kind of regret it. Especially now that I'm selling my 3 3/4 inch Mark 6. And I'll eventually be selling this Marvel Universe Thanos here on the right too, even though both of these are pretty great figures. So you can see him next to a bigger, kind of bulkier Marvel Universe here. But yeah, he looks good with your other 3 3/4 inch Marvel figures, which is awesome. And here he is lastly with some 6-inch figures just for you 112 fans out there. Here on the left we have the Iron Man 3 Ironmonger kind of Build-A-Figure wave. Ultron, technically not a Marvel Legend because they hadn't brought that moniker back yet, but here on the right we have the Marvel Legends A Marvel Boy. Yeah, and obviously he doesn't work with them, but if you display all your Marvel stuff together regardless of scale, which many people do, believe it or not, this is what it'll be like. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the 3 3/4 inch Mark V Iron Man from the Hasbro Iron Man 2 movie series? I really do like him. He has cool, fun accessories for kids. He's a nice looking and relatively nice moving figure for adults and kids. I like the stand and armor card gimmick with these. It makes for really cool displays. It has really fun, relevant accessories made just for it. It's a really cool figure. I do hate to let it go, but I'm just moving away from 3 3/4 inch. I haven't bought 3 3/4 inch stuff in a while, so it's not really my world anymore. But if you still like 3 3/4 inch stuff, and I'm not saying I still don't like it, it's just I have a rule: buy a figure, sell a figure, and I gotta sell a figure. But I did want to get this review up there before I did so. So that's it. If you'd like this figure for yourself, check out my store links down below. I'm also selling every figure from size comparisons except for Marvel Boy, actually, quite factually. So that is it. Thank you all once again. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.